Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govind bolo, Hari Gopal bolo, Radha Ramana, Hari Govind bolo bolo. Govind bolo, Hari Gopal bolo, Radha Ramana, Hari Govind bolo bolo. Govind bolo, Hari Gopal bolo, Radha Ramana, Hari Govind bolo bolo. Govind bolo, Hari Gopal bolo, Radha Ramana, Hari Govind bolo bolo. Govind bolo, Hari Gopal bolo, Radha Ramana, Hari Govind bolo bolo. Govind bolo, Hari Gopal bolo, Radha Ramana, Hari Govind bolo.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Extend a very warm welcome to all the folks who have gathered here today for the special event, Jagruti, a day of spiritual awakening. Hari Bol! Today, we have assembled here to pay our heartfelt gratitude and deepest profound tribute to a spiritual personality who has left an indelible mark in the history of the world. His divine grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki! Srila Prabhupada's lives and teachings are a testament of his unwavering dedication to spread the timeless Vedic wisdom and the principles of Bhakti Yoga. Srila Prabhupada embarked on a journey which transcended geographical boundaries, cultural differences, to spread the unfailing message of love, compassion, and spiritual awakening. He has inspired all of us to follow the principle of simple living and high thinking. Srila Prabhupada's love and compassion for the humanity has led to a worldwide organization which has transformed the lives of numerous souls. So, are we all grateful to Srila Prabhupada? Hari Bol! Srila Prabhupada's legacy carries on even today through the Hare Krishna movement. Inspired by the mission of Srila Prabhupada and the purpose of ISKCON, ISKCON Bangalore founded the club FOLK, Friends of Lord Krishna, which is the youth empowerment club. At FOLK, we believe at enlightenment through entertainment. Hari Bol! So are you all excited? Today is a very special day. It's a day of spiritual awakening. and it's also the graduation day for us folks. So today, we shall all be taking commitments so that we can grow in our personal and spiritual life. Today also marks the beginning of a new semester at Folk. Hari Bol! Okay. So let's begin the event with some soulful Kirtan. What say? Okay, so let's indulge in listening the transcendental names of the Holy Lord. So folks, are you ready? So let's all sing, dance and immerse ourselves in the Kirtan. Hare Krishna. Now I welcome the Perfect Harmony Club.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Check. Check.
Hare Krishna. Over to the Perfect Harmony Club.
Check. Check. Hare Krishna. Harmony little less. Little. Check.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Bro, mridangas. Bass. Check. Bro, volume on my mics. Little volume on my mics. Check. For now, yeah. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
A little louder. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
So as we all know that we all are in this event called Jagruti, so spiritual awakening. So the best way to awaken ourselves is to sing, dance the holy names of the Lord. So I would request you all to sing along with us, dance and immerse yourself in the form of bhakti and awaken your spiritual consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna. Come on, everybody, sing along. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Come on, everybody, sing loudly. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Come on, everybody, sing loudly.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Everybody, Hare Krishna.
Come on, everybody, sing loudly.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hari Bol.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Come on, everybody.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Everybody, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Can I see you all clapping?
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Come on, everybody, sing loudly.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Yes, we hold
Krishna
on,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Shri Shri Radha
Hare
Krishna Chandra
Krishna,
ki.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jayo Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Shri Radhe.
Jayo Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Shri Radhe.
Jayo Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Shri Radhe.
Jayo Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Shri Radhe.
श्री राधे श्री राधे श्री राधे जय श्री राधे
जय श्री राधे
जय जय श्री राधे
राधे जय श्री राधे
जय श्री राधे श्री राधे श्री राधे जय श्री राधे
जय श्री राधे श्री राधे श्री राधे जय श्री राधे
जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम
जय कृष्ण बलराम
श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की
कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम
जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम
कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम
जय निताय गौरंग जय निताय गौरंग निताय गौरंग जय निताय गौरंग
जय निताय गौरांग
श्री श्री निताय गौरंग की निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि
Okay, there are a few who are raising their hands. They have not received tulsi leaves. Please don't throw them. You can pass it. Okay. All those who have the leaves, please empty this. There are 2 cups in front of you. Please empty the leaves into the left cup. Your left leg, the left side cup. Your left hand side. You have it on, you can keep it on your pads and empty it into the left hand cup. We will have the 108 names of Krishna displayed on the screen. And you can chant the holy name, and along with each name, please offer 1 tulsi leaf into the empty cup. Is this okay? Hari Bol? Okay. Let's begin. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Om Kamalanataya Namaha. Om Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Sanatanaya Namaha. Om Vasudevatmajaya Namaha. Om Punyaya Namaha. Om Leela Manusha Vigrahaya Namaha. Om Shri Vatsa Kaustubadharaya Namaha. Om Yashoda Vatsalaya Namaha. Om Haraye Namaha. Om Chaturbhujata Chakrasi Gada Shankadhyayudaya Namaha. Om Devaki Nandanaya Namaha. Om Shri Saya Namaha. Om Nanda Gopa Priyatmajaya Namaha. Om Yamuna Vega Samharine Namaha. Om Balabhadra Priyanujaya Namaha. Om Putana Jivitapaharaya Namaha. Om Shakatasura Banjanaya Namaha. Om Nanda Vraja Jananandine Namaha. Om Satchidananda Vigrahaya Namaha. Om Navanita Viliptangaya Namaha. Om Navanita Varaya Namaha. Om Anaghaya Namaha. Om Navanita Navaharine Namaha. Om Muchukunda Prasadakaya Namaha. Om Shodashastri Sahasreshaya Namaha. Om Tribangine Namaha. Om Madhura Kritaye Namaha. Om Shukavagamritabdindave Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Om Yoginam Pataye Namaha. Om Vatsavaatacharaya Namaha. Om Anantaya Namaha. Om Dhenukasura Bhanjanaya Namaha. Om Trinikrita Trinavartaya Namaha. Om Yamalarjuna Bhanjanaya Namaha. Om Uttala Tala Bhetre Namaha. Om Gopa Gopishwaraya Namaha. Om Yogine Namaha. Om Koti Surya Samaprabhaya Namaha. Om Ilapataye Namaha. Om Param Jyotishe Namaha. Om Yadavendraya Namaha. Om Yadudvahaya Namaha. Om Vanamaline Namaha. Om Pitavasine Namaha. Om Parijata Paharakaya Namaha. Om Govardhana Chalodhatre Namaha. Om Gopalaya Namaha. Om Sarvapalakaya Namaha. Om Ajaya Namaha. Om Niranjanaya Namaha. Om Kamajanakaya Namaha. Om Kanjalochanaya Namaha. Om Madugne Namaha. Om Mathuranathaya Namaha. Om Dwarakanayakaya Namaha. Om Baline Namaha. Om Vrindavananta Sancharine Namaha. Om Tulasi Dhama Bhushanaya Namaha. Om Shamantaka Manihartre Namaha. Om Naranarayanatmakaya Namaha. Om Kubja Krishnambharadharaya Namaha. Om Mayine Namaha. Om Paramapurushaya Namaha. Om Mushtikasura Chanura Mallayuddha Visharadaya Namaha. Om Samsara Vairine Namaha. Om Kamsaraye Namaha. Om Muraraye Namaha. Om Narakantakaya Namaha. Om Anadi Brahmacharine Namaha. Om Krishna Vyasanakarshakaya Namaha. Om Shishupala Siraschetre Namaha. Om Duryodhana Kula Antakaya Namaha. Om Vidura Krura Varadaya Namaha. Om Vishwarupa Pradarshakaya Namaha. Om Satyavache Namaha. Om Satya Sankalpaya Namaha. Om Satyabhamarataya Namaha. Om Jaine Namaha. Om Subhadra Purvajaya Namaha. Om Jishnave Namaha. Om Bhishma Mukti Pradayakaya Namaha. Om Jagat Guruve Namaha. Om Jagannathaya Namaha. Om Venu Nada Visharadaya Namaha. Om Vrishabhasura Vidvamsine Namaha. Om Banasura Karanantakaya Namaha. Om Yudhishthira Pratishthartre Namaha. Om Barhi Barhavatamsakaya Namaha. Om Parthasarataye Namaha. Om Avyaktaya Namaha. Om Geetamrita Mahodadye Namaha. Om Kaliya Phanimanikya Ranjita श्रीपदाम्बुजाय नमः ॐ दामोदराय नमः ॐ यज्ञभोक्त्रे नमः ॐ दानवेन्द्राय नमः ॐ दानवेन्द्रविनाशकाय नमः ॐ नारायणाय नमः ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः ॐ पन्नगासनवाहनाय नमः ॐ जलक्रीडसमासक्तगोपी वस्त्रापहराय हरकाय नमः ॐ पुण्यश्लोकाय नमः ॐ तीर्थपादाय नमः ॐ वेदवेद्याय नमः ॐ दयानिधये नमः ॐ सर्वतीर्थात्मकाय नमः ॐ सर्वगृहरूपिणे नमः ॐ परात्पराय नमः ॐ हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Thank you very much. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So now for the most awaited moment. In Krishna consciousness, it is said that everybody is a winner. We would like to now felicitate a few of our outstanding folks. So now I request His Grace Vajeshwara Govinda Prabhu to come and felicitate our folks. So first, the best folk residency in terms of sadhana. Any guesses? Right. Okay, so for the first place we have Marathali folk residency. Hari Bol! I request the residency members to come on stage and collect the prize from Prabhu. Second place, any guesses? Second place. Second place goes to Koramangala Folk Residency. I request the residency members of Koramangala Folk Residency to get ready.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Koramangala Residency. Hari Bol!
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Next on, it is said that one can please the Guru and Krishna by devotional service. So now we shall call upon those folks who have rendered very good service in the last 6 months. Firstly, we have Srijan under the guidance of Sundar Govind Prabhu. Prince Kesari under Angad Pran Prabhu. Ranveer Krishna Das under Sudharma Krishna Prabhu. Sumant Podamalla under Anantashayana Prabhu. A round of applause for all of them. Hari Bol! Love Biradar under Sri Gopal Prabhu. Applause can keep continuing. Ravi Narayan Dasa under Brajeshwar Govinda Prabhu. Kiran Kadam under Vallabha Chaitanya Prabhu. Nagnandan under Karuna Keshav Prabhu. Bibas Roy under Sri Vigraha Prabhu. And Prakash under Pavan Nitai Prabhu. Applause please. I guess some of them are still in service even at this moment. A loud Hari Bol for them. Hari Bol!
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Prabhu, for honoring the folk members. Now I request Sri Gopal Prabhu to give away the prizes for the next set of. So, best attendance. First place goes to Kiran Kadam from Folk Intro under the guidance of Vallabh Chaitanya Prabhu. Hari Bol! Second place goes to Muttappa from Folk Prelims under Sudharma Krishna Prabhu. Third place goes to Achyuta Keshava Dasa from Folk Advanced under Vallabh Chaitanya Prabhu. Hari Bol! Applause to continue. Thank you, Prabhu. Now I request His Grace Ramasevak Prabhu to come and honor the remaining. So next up we have Best Sadhana in Folk Residency, individual folk.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So these folks are Mohan Kumar from Rajajinagar Residency, Hari Bol, Ranjit from Marathali Residency, Nagesh from JSS Residency, Srinath from Koramangala Residency, and Tarun from Ramaya Residency. Please join us on stage.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you. Now I request His Grace Sri Vigraha Prabhu to come and give the prizes for the toppers of each folk level. Hari Bol! We had conducted folk exams the previous week and this week, and here are the toppers. Folk intro, first prize goes to Nikhil Devargan under Pavanatai Prabhu. Please come up on stage. Second prize goes to Gagan under Vallabh Chaitanya Prabhu. Third prize goes to KP Mohit Raj under Angad Pran Prabhu. Next up, folk prelims. First prize goes to Dhanush under Angad Pran Prabhu. Next, second prize goes to Naganandan under Karuna Keshav Prabhu. Third prize goes to Muttappa SB under Sudharma Krishna Prabhu. Rebol! Next we have folk enhanced. First prize goes to Aksharesh Prabhu under Sundar Govind Prabhu. Second prize to Kiran Kumar Nayak under Sundar Govind Prabhu. Third prize goes to Mahadev Prasad under Sudharma Krishna Prabhu. Hari Bol! Applause to continue, please. Up next, 4 graduate. First prize is Suryanarayanan and Anant Shayana Prabhu. Second prize, Rahul Srihari under Anant Shayana Prabhu. And third prize, Nanda Kishore under Jeevan Mukta Prabhu. Third prize to Nanda Kishore under Jeevan Mukta Prabhu. Up next we have folk advanced. First prize goes to Karthik under Sundar Govind Prabhu. Second prize to Kirtan under Sundar Govind Prabhu. We request you to come to the stage. Third prize is Arpan Sarkar under Sudharma Krishna Prabhu. Hari Bol!
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Up next, Folk Plus. First prize goes to Naveen KV under Sri Vigraha Prabhu. Second prize goes to Kirtana Krishna Das under Hema Varna Gaura Prabhu. Third prize goes to Mukunda Chaitanya Akali under Hema Varna Gaura Prabhu.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for honoring the folks. Okay, so folks, where's our next trip off to? Once again? Shridham Vrindavan ki! So, let us see what this folk trip offers for us. Please keep your watch on the screen. Hare Krishna.
Vrindavan, the land of Krishna, where every word is a song, every step a dance, and water is nectar. The land of everlasting happiness, the heart of the spiritual world. In this sacred land of Vrindavan, every bird, animal, even the trees and the plants glorify Krishna. "200 youths from all over the country, members of the Youth Empowerment Club of ISKCON Bangalore, known as FOLK, the Friends of Lord Krishna, went on a cultural and heritage expedition in and around Vrindavan, where Lord Krishna performed enchanting pastimes 5,000 years ago. Members of folk performed exciting activities connected to Lord Krishna.
I love Krishna in a way that all kids would. It's the taste of butter. I like butter, milk and dahi, so does he.
Actually, I have never prepared garland before. This is my first time. Whenever we wanted, I used to buy it from a shop. So, I don't know how it's going to come. Let's see. Krishna is very fond of garlands prepared with love and devotion.
One's attraction to Lord Krishna is awakened only through devotional service.
When we advance, we recognize the service of other devotees and we develop appreciation for them, and it manifests in the form of friendship. Matka Ford is the real example of trust and teamwork.
With the association of all the folk members and devotees, I feel complete.
On their way to discover the glorious, illustrious, and rich culture of India, this expedition was a festival of devotion filled with tranquility, mellifluous music, delicious food, delightful travel, singing, and dancing. A joyous celebration indeed.
Vrindavan is such a beautiful place.
and so divine. It helped me connecting to my roots.
I think I lost my heart here.
Hare Krishna. So how many of you have registered for the Vrindavan trip? Hari Bol, that's a very low Hari Bol. So those of you who have missed, please contact your folk guides and register soon. There's no cause worth missing Krishna. So please, let's all go to Vrindavan Dham. Vrindavan Dham ki! Okay, here are a few announcements. So all of us have offered Tulsi to Krishna in Donlas. 2 crates have been arranged at either side, both the west and east exits. Please offer your Tulsi there. And now we request Rajajnagar Folk Residency to come and offer give their offerings to Prabhupada. They made wonderful offerings, so I request them to come and offer them here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna. I request all of you to sit down.
Hare Rama.
I request Rajanagar Folk Residency members to come and tell us what offerings they made to Krishna for Prabhupada. Can one of you please come up on stage here? I request all the folks to please be seated. There'll be a short break soon, so in case you're not offered the Tulsi, you can offer it then. Please be seated. Anyone from Rajajanagar Folk Residency who would like to come up and enlist the offerings here?
Hare Krishna, all devotees. Hare Krishna. I am Vinayak Budi from Rajajinagar Folk Residency. We have prepared 5 delicacies for today's Jagruti program. So, first one is kachori, prepared in ghee, and it is fried. And paneer pakoda, fried. Butter cookies, simply wonderful laddus, and dates. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Okay, so 2 small announcements. How many of you have already registered for Sri Krishna Janmashtami volunteer services? Have you received a message from the VCC regarding your service? Okay, so those who have got this message will have an orientation meeting today at 6 p.m. I shall read out the venues now, so please go there. DMDA Hospitality is in the AV Hall. DT Service, Main Temple Hall behind the altar. Folk PR at 2 floors above the Main Temple Hall. Folk YFH, 1 floor above the Main Temple Hall. For Guest Hospitality, it's LP Preacher's Cabin number 4, which is one floor below the main temple hall. And Harinam Counter, it's in the main temple hall. HR Department in the MVT, that's right here. Juice and water distribution, one floor above the main temple hall. Kirtan team in the Kirtan room, which is room number 2. Krishnamrita, third floor admin block. Laddu distribution seva, one floor above the main temple hall. Live streaming service, 5th floor of the guest house. Online response is also in the same place. And photo or video coverage, all these 3 are at 5th floor of the guest house. Public hospitality at MVT. Pushpanjali seva, one floor above the main temple hall. Shuttle service at Hanuman Hall. Statistics at one floor above the main temple hall. VIP hospitality, 4th floor admin block. Volunteer care cell VCC, one floor above the main temple hall. VK Health Services in MVT and Whitefield Services, you can contact your service coordinator. Now we shall be having a short break. So we request all of you to renish some prasadam and be seated here sharp at 4 p.m. back. Hare Krishna. You can also offer your Tulsi offerings at the crates kept at both sides. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. The Prashadamas has been arranged at the east exit, so please come this side. Refreshments has been arranged at this side.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govind bolo bolo Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govind bolo bolo Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govind bolo bolo Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govind bolo bolo Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govind bolo bolo Govind bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govind bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh yeah. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo bolo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo bolo. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo bolo. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo bolo. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo bolo. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo bolo. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo.
Hare Krishna. I request all the folks to be seated back. We shall resume soon.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Can we all have all the folks seated? So, welcome back. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. As a part of Jagruti, we shall now, in some time, have the oath taking ceremony. At folk, we get to learn the Bhagavad Gita systematically. We can develop our talents like music, debate, art, drama, and so on. We also come here to make new friends and go on exciting trips with them. Also, as a folk, we do avail special discount on folk trips and special merchandise. Apart from this, most importantly, as folks, we get the rare opportunity to associate with a personalized folk guide, a youth mentor, and also very rare opportunities to render devotional service. Srila Prabhupada always wanted us to learn scriptures in a very systematic way and manner so that we can present it better. So now, I invite His Grace Sri Vigraha Prabhu, Head of Folk, Youth Empowerment Club of ISKCON Bangalore, to orient us regarding the structure of folk programs and guide us through the oath-taking ceremony.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. How many of you are coming for the first time for the folk day Jagruti? First time. Oh, many of us. That's a very big number. Just like we all have gone through a formal training in our schools and colleges, we have received the knowledge, education, which will help us to build our career. And in the educational centers, like schools and colleges, there is a systematic way of getting trained in various aspects of knowledge. There is regular assessments, exams, projects, assignments, so that you get a detailed, in-depth understanding of the subject, you get an exposure to various aspects of the application of the knowledge that you are gaining. In the same way, it is Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master's ardent desire that everyone in the society should be trained, should be educated spiritually. In fact, without spiritual education, one is only half educated. Of course, we all have got materially educated. Some of us are still pursuing our education. And we are very, very fortunate that Srila Prabhupada has created an institution where there is a systematic training about the various aspects of spirituality, Krishna consciousness, and not just the theory part of it, but we also have in folk exposure to various practical application of this knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita. So folk, friends of Lord Krishna, is actually the desire of Srila Prabhupada to train youth in Krishna conscious knowledge. So here in folk, we have various levels of spiritual training, trying to expose the interested youth to different aspects of spiritual knowledge and its practical application. So in this regard, we have the various folk levels. As you all know, the basic one is the folk intro, the beginner's level. And then we have folk prelims, and then folk enhanced, folk graduate, and folk advanced. So these are the 5 different levels of folk spiritual training that ISKCON Bangalore is offering to all the interested youth of the city. And just last week and yesterday we had the qualifying exams for various folk levels, and we also had the felicitation today, the toppers of various levels. Of course, this is not like a conventional educational system that we have in the mainstream world, where people are judged based on their score. That's not the understanding here. Here the understanding is participation, the keen, how much a folk member is keen to explore spiritual knowledge and practically apply it in the association of devotees. Involvement and interest is what matters. So we have a structured way to train the youngsters in folk, and this is based on the guidance of our beloved spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. So as we step into a new folk semester next week onwards, before we get into the new folk levels, so what we are going to do now is something very interesting. It is said, anything that gets measured gets done. And we all know how Srila Prabhupada has given us tangible goals to pursue and to traverse the path of perfection in Krishna consciousness. Just like Srila Prabhupada has given us the minimum number of rounds to chant every day, that is 16. So different folk members are based on your current situation, based on your realities, you are chanting different number of rounds. So now what we are going to do is, we're going to have the oath taking ceremony in the presence of our beloved spiritual master Srila Prabhupada and a senior devotee of our movement, His Grace Chanchalapati Prabhu, the senior vice president of ISKCON Bangalore. Prabhu is going to preside over the oath taking ceremony. So before we invite Prabhu and hear from him and then proceed towards the oath taking, so I would like to now reorganize the entire folk members into different folk levels. So first, all those folk members who are very, very new to folk, and those of you who have not given any exam in the last semester, last 2 weeks, can you all stand up wherever you are? All the folk members who are very new and have not given any exam. So all of you will fall into the level called folk intro, the first fundamental level. So I now request all the folk intro members to come. Okay, this entire row can be only folk intro, this side, my right side, and this portion, this front portion, this side and here. First, till the camera tripod which is kept there, right, till there, on both the sides. All folk intro people can come and sit down. Please come. I request others to step out, go behind. Others who are sitting can go behind. Only folk intro members will be seated here on my right and here in the first 5 rows on both the sides. Please do not leave any empty chair in between. I want all of you to please sit together. Can we have some music, please? Only the folk intro members be seated here, this side and that side. There are a lot of empty chairs here in the second row. Here also, please sit down. I request those who are sitting to move to the empty chairs, give way so that others can sit. Here there are some chairs. Here, last one chair here. Folk intro people can sit here. All the other levels, can we all see you on the left side there behind? All those who are not folk intro, can you all assemble there on the left side, back side? All the folk intro who are standing here can sit there, can occupy those. Yes, behind also. Please be seated. Hare Krishna. Here, this side, on my right side, back, you can all be seated. Folk intro. Folk intro. Request the folk guides to please help. Okay, all of those who wrote folk intro exam, can you all stand up? Those who wrote folk intro exam last week or yesterday, you written folk intro exam. Okay, so you will all be now taking commitments for the next level, that's called folk prelims. So I request all the folk prelims to sit there behind, on my right side here where I am pointing out, behind the intro, distinctly in 3 rows you can all be seated. Folk prelims. There seems to be a lot of crowd there. All those who have written folk prelims exam yesterday or last week, can you all stand up? Those who have written folk prelims. Yeah. So, can you all be seated there in those 2 rows? Yeah. What's, yes. There, yes. Folk. So, folk prelims, if you have written the exam, you're going to now take commitment for the next level, that is folk enhanced. All the folk enhanced folk members can be seated there. Sri Gopal Prabhu, all the folk enhanced. Okay, all those who gave folk enhanced exam last week and before yesterday. Folk enhanced, can you all put up your hand? Those who wrote folk enhanced exam. Okay. So you will all be now taking commitment for the next level, that is folk graduate. You can all be seated behind the folk enhanced members. Behind folk enhanced. Okay, next. All those who wrote exam for folk enhanced last week, can you put up your hand? Those who wrote exam for folk enhanced. Okay, so be seated. You are going to next take commitments for folk graduate level. And those of you who wrote exam for folk graduate, can you stand up? Folk graduate, if you have written exam for folk graduate, you can all be seated in the extreme left of the auditorium here. There, extreme left. So you will all be moving to folk advanced. Those who wrote exam of folk advanced, can you please put up your hands? Folk advanced. Okay. So you will be taking commitments today for folk advanced, but you will be moving to club 16. So you can all be seated together. So now as I announce the names of the levels, I would request all of you to raise your hands and give a loud Hari Bol so that we'll see that everybody is together. And the folk plus members also, based on the exam that you have written, based on what you have discussed with your folk guide, so you will know which level you will have to be seated. You can be seated with folk plus only, but when the levels are called out, you can come along with the folk members for taking commitments. Hope that is clear. Okay, now I request everyone to please be seated. No one should be standing. Can I have everyone be seated? Okay. All of you who are now going to take commitments for folk intro, can you all raise your hand and give a loud Hari Bol? So that's the biggest chunk, biggest number. Good. Next, those of you who are going to take commitments for folk prelims today, can you all raise your hands and give a loud Hari Bol? Wonderful. Folk enhanced. Hari Bol. Folk graduate. Not heard, not audible. Okay, very nice. Folk advanced. Wonderful. So I think all of us now know which level we are going to take commitment for. Now I request the volunteers to kindly distribute the commitment slips. And also, we have a very special gift for all the folk members on this folk day. So you're going to receive a very special folk pop socket. So you can use this to attend our folk sessions online. So if you are in office or any place, you can just keep your mobile like this and attend the class. You can even have one-on-one meetings with your folk guides through this. So now I request all the folk intro people to please stand up, and I request the volunteers to distribute the folk intro commitment slips and the gift quickly. You can pass it. Give it to one person and he can pass it. I request some folk guides also to please help us. So all the folk intro, please make sure that you have the commitment slips with you. Light green commitment slips, folk intro. Once you receive the slips, please be seated. Now behind the slip, if you turn over, request all of you to please fill in these details. You have the pencil underneath your chair. Take out the pencil and fill these details behind the slips. All folk intro, please be seated. If you have got the slips and the gift, please be seated. Now all the folk prelims members, can you please stand up? Folk prelims. Hari Prasad. So folk prelims, please distribute the commitment slips. So folk intro is light blue. Folk prelims is light green. So behind the commitment slips, I request all of you to please fill in your details with a pencil. Pencil is kept under your chair in the pad. Folk prelims. Okay, folk enhanced. Folk enhanced. Where the folk enhanced? Can you raise your? Yes. Hari Prasad, folk enhanced. Folk graduate and folk advanced. So once you receive the slips, please make sure that you fill in these details behind the slip. All the folk plus Matajis also can collect the relevant slips. So once you receive the slip, request you to please be seated. Okay, I'll just explain to you the flow of the entire oath taking ceremony. So request you to please pay attention. Hare Krishna. Is it done? If you have received the slip, please be seated. Okay, I request all of you to please be seated. Please be seated in your designated places. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, are you all ready for the oath taking? I'm not able to hear. Okay, wonderful. So, first we shall be having a special association by His Grace Chanchalapati Prabhu. Prabhu will be coming here in a few minutes. And after the association, we shall be having the oath taking, where I shall be asking different members of different levels to stand up, and I shall be leading you into the oath taking. You will repeat the oath, and then each one of you will be coming onto the stage, offering flowers to Srila Prabhupada, and then you will be receiving Yagna Shishta Prasadam, Narasimha Yagna Prasadam on your forehead, tilak on your forehead, and then you will have to get down that side and sit back in your respective places. So entry will be from this side. You will go behind me and offer flowers to Prabhupada, and then receive the tilak on your forehead, and then exit will be from that side, and you will go back to your place. Is that clear? Okay. Now one more important thing is, when you come onto the stage, please do not offer obeisances to Prabhupada here, right? Because it will block the movement of the queue. You can come down there and then you can offer obeisances. So before we begin the oath taking ceremony, we shall receive the blessings of Srila Prabhupada, our beloved spiritual master. Now we shall be having the Guru Puja for Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Request all of you to please stand up for the Guru Puja.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Guru Deva Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Prabhupada, Guru Dev Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Shri Guru Charana Padma Keval Bhakati Sadma. Bando moi savadhana mate. Bando moi savadhana mate. Jahara prasade bhai, e bhav tori ajay. Krishna prapti hoy jahan hoy te. Krishna prapti hoy jahan hoy te. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Koriya Aikya. Padmavakya Chitte Koriya Aikya. আর না করি হো মানে আশা আর না করি হো মানে আশা श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तमागति श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तमागति श्री गुरु जय प्रसादे पूरे सर्वा आशा जय प्रसादे पूरे सर्वा आशा चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्म जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जयते प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जयते वेदे गाय जहर चरितो वेदे गाय जहर चरितो श्री गुरु करुण सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु श्री गुरु करुण सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना शीला प्रभुपाद लोकेरा जीवाना बोलो हाँ हाँ प्रभु को दया देहो मोरे पद छाया हाँ प्रभु को दया देहो मोरे पद छाया हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया बोलिए हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया शीला प्रभुपाद करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया बेजा सुख सुख त्रिभुवना ए बेजा सुख सुख त्रिभुवना जया गुरुदेवा शील प्रभुपदा गुरुदेवा शील प्रभुपदा जय जय गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद सद्गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी नित्य नामिने नमः नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे नमस्ते जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरा भक्तवृंद Everyone together. जय गौर भक्तवृंद जय गौर नित्यानंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Everybody please dance Jai Hari Bol Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय श्रील 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 प्रभुपाद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल एवरीवन हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय श्रील प्रभुपाद बोलो जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पावन जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद पतित पावन जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पावन जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभु Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Gurudeva Srila Prabhupada. Gurudeva Srila Prabhupada, Gurudeva Srila Prabhupada. Jai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Everyone together. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rivo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Gurudev, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev Prabhupada, Gurudev Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan Mahayagna ki. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Once more is at 8:15 in the main temple hall. Okay. So I request all the folk members to kindly be Chanchalapati Prabhu has been working in the field of spiritual education since 1984 and social development since 2000. Although he had been passionate about science since his school days, he became introduced to the Indian spirituality as an undergraduate student in PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. Impressed by the profound concepts of spirituality, he pursued the same even more vigorously while doing his master's program in electrical communication engineering at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He joined ISKCON in 1984 and became involved in the Akshay Patra in 2000, which has become the largest school meal program, feeding over 2 million underprivileged children in 15 states and 2 union territories from 67 kitchens in over 22,000 government and government-aided schools in the country. Prabhu has been able to combine his values of compassion from spiritual learnings with his education in technology and apply the same to create a social development organization like the Akshay Patra Foundation. He continues to research, teach and talk extensively on spirituality, social development and the intersection of science and spirituality. With over 4 decades of experience in Krishna consciousness, now I request His Grace Chanchalapati Prabhu to enlighten us on how to stay determined in our spiritual practices. Over to you, Prabhu.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम spiritual practices. Because determination is essential to accomplish anything in this world, and so also to attain spiritual success. And it is possible for most people to gather some determination for some time, but to remain and stay determined is the challenge. Today I want to tell you all, you don't have to struggle to stay determined. It's not essential to stay determined. Some of you may be wondering what's going on. Okay. There is an initial period of practice of spiritual life where you have to be determined, practice determination, remain determined, remind yourself to be determined. And that is the initial phase of Krishna consciousness. Everyone has to go through that. Because bhakti to Krishna is about, we can actually translate the word bhakti as love. It is love for Krishna. And Krishna does not want to impose his love on living entities who don't want to love him. You can't hold a gun and say, love me or else. You will all say, yes, yes, I love you. And slowly you will all walk out of the hall. Fearing the gun in my hand. Isn't it? So I cannot impose, you love me or else. It will not work. So Krishna does not want to do that either. He has given the living entity freedom to decide, yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. As you wish, you do. So, determined practice of Krishna consciousness is to reaffirm to ourselves and to Krishna, I want to love you, Krishna. I have loved so many things in this world. I've loved my home. I've loved my family members. I've loved my family. I've loved my friends. I loved my country. I loved so many things. But all those different kinds of love did not satisfy me, did not give me happiness, and one day it ends. Adyantavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate buddhaha. All these different kinds of love has a beginning and an end. It ends because something else may change in the world, or we may die, or we are separated from our beloved. So knowing this, we want to love Krishna because we are eternally related to Krishna, and we want to understand that love for Krishna and develop that. And so we want to affirm and use our free will. Krishna has said, yatha ichchasi. And we want to tell Krishna, my ichcha is, I want to love you. And I will show that by my determined practice of Krishna consciousness. It is essential element of Krishna consciousness. Now, as a sadhaka, every now and then some big force of Maya will come and it takes away our determination. And then we feel, oh my God. Again, we have to rework. So sometimes devotees feel, is it really possible for me? Looks like my Maya is so powerful. This is the second stage about determination. If we continue to do determined effort in practice of Krishna consciousness, it looks like it is unsurmountable force of Maya. It is indeed unsurmountable. But one magic begins to happen. What is that magic? The magic is Krishna begins to help the sadhaka. That is the example conveyed by the story of the sparrow. You all know the story of the sparrow. It's a small bird. Once the ocean took away the eggs of the sparrow. And the sparrow was very sorry. The eggs are gone. But the sparrow was determined and flew to the ocean, picked up a few drops of ocean water, flew back to the land and spit it out, and back and forth trying to empty the ocean to search for its eggs. It's an unsurmountable task. How can a small sparrow fly back and forth carrying a few drops of water in its beaks, empty the ocean? Unsurmountable. When the bird was flying back and forth, determined, Garuda was watching. My little sister bird has been so harassed, and this Garuda came to the ocean and said, you return the eggs or else I will empty you. Ocean got threatened and the ocean got scared, and said, okay, and returned the egg. And the sparrow got the eggs back. This is the magic. The Lord begins to reciprocate and help the sadhaka in his determined practice, because he starts getting the strength and potency of the practice from the Lord. That stage of determination becomes very easy. The third stage, remaining determined, always determined. The third phase is another wonderful gift of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, sadhana of bhakti has two distinct stages. One stage is known as Vaidhi Bhakti, and another stage is known as Raganuga Bhakti. To properly understand this, I'll give you one example. Some years ago, I got a call from one important supporter, donor, friend of our temple. And he called up and he said, Swamiji, we have bought a new house. And my wife said we should call devotees from ISKCON for the housewarming ceremony. So he said, Swamiji, can you come and do the housewarming ceremony? And he's an important donor. And so I couldn't say no. And so I said, yes, all right. We will come. We will be about 4 or 5 devotees. We will come. Then I was thinking as he was talking, and I could hear as he was speaking, there was some noise behind his, some chatter, some kind of a television sound or something like that. Anyway, he was speaking. So I was thinking, we do in our temple, Narsimha Homa. So I think, okay, let's do, because he's an important man. So he asked me, Swamiji, how long will you all come? How long you will take? I said about 45 minutes, 1 hour. He said, no, Swamiji, 1 hour, 45, that's too long. So can you make it shorter? I said, okay, we can try to make it half an hour. So I thought we'll do a quick yagna. And he said, no, Swamiji, 30 minutes, also too long. I said, all right, we will drop yagna. We'll do just Kirtan. So I said, 20 minutes? He said, no, Swamiji, 20 minutes is also too long. I said, okay. Short Kirtan, I thought. So we'll do it in 15 minutes. Then he said, Swamiji, even 15 minutes, can you do in 10 minutes? So I was thinking, we go all the way to his house and just do 10 minutes and be out. Anyway, meanwhile, before I could answer, he said, Swamiji, 1 minute. And that noise in the background went up suddenly. He said, Swamiji, one second. You see, India-Pakistan cricket is going on. I'll call you after 15 minutes. If you don't mind, Swamiji. And he put the phone down. So then I was waiting for his 15 minutes, didn't call at all. Anyway, he called the next day. So here, this is something very interesting to analyze what happened in this phone call. Later on, I was reflecting. You see, he wants some spiritual, religious program to happen in his house because his wife is asking him to call us. And he wants to do that. And he wants it to be as short as possible. Because there is no attraction for all these spiritual religious activities, and his attraction is elsewhere, as it was proved when something went up, some climax in the cricket match. He said he was not even interested in talking to me, and he said, I'll talk to you later. And he said he wanted to watch the television, something going on, because his attraction was for that. You see, we go where we are attracted to. He was talking to me, but his attraction was elsewhere, and naturally he went away to that. What do we learn from this? What is that message that I am trying to convey? This is an important and interesting feature of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. He says, initially in a determined way one has to practice Krishna consciousness and continue to be determined, and then the Lord will begin to help us, and then it becomes even more easier. Maya, which is appearing to be unsurmountable, becomes easier to surmount by the blessings of the Lord, because Lord is empowering and supporting and protecting the devotee. And then he comes to a stage of the next stage of bhakti called Raganuga Bhakti. Raga means attraction. Anuga means anugamishyati, means to go after. To go after where you are attracted to. The jiva, we are all inherent, one of the inherent quality of the jiva is to be a lover of Krishna. When we do sadhana in a determined way and Maya is overpowering us, Krishna begins to help us and protect, and if we continue to do it in a determined way, we'll come to a stage of Raganuga Bhakti where we are naturally drawn to Krishna. And at that time, you don't have to struggle with your determination. You are naturally determined because you are attracted to Krishna. So, bhakti, spiritual practice, religious practice is not always according to rules and regulations. It is according to rules and regulations in the initial stages, and it is very essential. After a certain point of spiritual progress, when the sadhaka becomes attracted to Krishna, then he is naturally attracted to Krishna, and he does not have to be struggling to remain determined, because he is naturally determined. Prabhupada gives a very nice example to understand all these things. To go where we are attracted to, that's the meaning of Raganuga. Raga, Anuga. Go after where your raga is, attraction is. I'm sure all of you, every one of you, were small children some years ago. And when you were a small child, you had some toy and you were very attached to the toy. If somebody takes away the toy, you will cry, and your father, mother has to bring back a toy, give it to you. You were so attracted to that toy, right? Maybe some stuffed toy or a motor car. Boys are all attracted to that kind of toys, right? So something all of you are attracted to. And then you grew up and the toy went away somewhere. Then you got attracted to many other things in life, and now you are busy studying, doing this, that, different things that you are attracted. And that attraction to the toy is gone. You are not attracted to the toy, nor are you feeling, oh, sad, I lost my attraction to the toy. No, you're happy, you're now attracted to many bigger things, nicer things, more serious things in life. Isn't it? You don't even regret. It's gone and it's over. Do you have to every day struggle? No, the toy that's attracting me and I should keep away from the toy. Do you struggle like that every day? Nothing. Already the toy was given away somewhere. Isn't it? One will. Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, there is a stage of development of bhakti of Krishna where we will come to the stage of Raganuga and we are spontaneously attracted to Krishna. And at that time, we don't have to be struggling to be determined because you're naturally determined and attracted to Krishna, determined not to be engaged in Maya's activity. One will come to that stage, and at that time, you are naturally determined to stay away from Maya. We will be naturally attracted to Krishna. When I learnt about this at some point in my spiritual life, I was so relieved because I was always struggling, chanting, doing different things. So I was thinking, whole life I have to be struggling like this. Then when I read from Srila Prabhupada's books, Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows all the different evidence from the Vedic literatures, how there is a sadhana stage, Vaidhi Bhakti stage, and then there is a Raganuga stage. And at that time, you are naturally, the word used is spontaneously attracted to Krishna. Remember we studied in science spontaneous changes. Changes which happens automatically. Like water flowing from a higher level to a lower level, it's a spontaneous action. If the water has to flow from a lower level to a higher level, it is not spontaneous. You need a pump. You need to spend energy to pump the water up. Isn't it? So, in the same way, we will be spontaneously attracted to Krishna. And then at that stage, determination is a natural thing. It's a given thing. We don't have to be struggling. So we have to be determined and stay determined in the initial stages till the different development of bhakti happens. All technical things. It's called anartha nivritti. It's all the dirty things in our heart should go away. When all those things are gone, one becomes nishtha. One develops ruchi, then one develops asakti, attachment. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further says, Raganuga is not the final stage. You are attracted to Krishna. Raganuga stage further develops and matures and becomes prema bhakti, full blossoming of love of Krishna in the heart of a devotee. These are all very systematically explained by our acharyas from the Shastra. So please don't think that this love of Krishna, bhakti of Krishna is some kind of a sentimental stuff. It is a real development that can happen in the hearts of every living entity because love of Krishna is a natural treasure in the heart of every living entity. We just have to uncover it. And for that, we have to do determined practice because we want to tell Krishna, I really want to love you. And that is the position of determination, very important in spiritual life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. You can use this one.
For your words of inspiration. And I'm sure that all the folk members gathered here on the day of Jagruti, a day of spiritual awakening. So all of us are now geared up to practice the process of Krishna consciousness as given by our beloved spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, with determination. Let us all give a big round of applause for His Grace Chanchalapati Prabhu for his words of inspiration.
I forgot, this event is called Jagruti. Jagruti means to awaken. It is to awaken our love of Krishna.
I now request His Grace Chanchalapati Prabhu to preside over the oath-taking ceremony. See, all the folk members we shall now be taking commitments for spiritual practices in various levels. The first level being folk intro. I now request all the folk intro members to kindly rise up. Please take out your commitment slips and repeat after me. I commit to Srila Prabhupada to follow these practices during the next 6 months. I shall chant minimum 1 round of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day. I shall read the following books of Srila Prabhupada completely. Beyond Birth and Death, Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers. I shall attend at least one folk session in temple every month. I shall render at least 4 hours of practical devotional service in temple. I shall render at least 4 hours of book distribution service. I shall attend at least 2 Mangalaratis in the temple. I shall listen to at least 2 lectures of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. I now request all the folk intro devotees to kindly come up on the stage in a line. You can come up here, offer flowers to Srila Prabhupada and receive the Yagna Shishta Prasadam Tilak mark on your forehead from Prabhu. Please come. Meanwhile, all of us shall chant Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Request all of you to please chant loudly. Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Request everyone to please chant Hare Krishna loudly. Rama Rama.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Request
Rama,
everyone who is seated
Rama
to chant
Rama,
loudly.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
I now request the members of folk prelims level to please stand up wherever you are. Folk prelims. Please repeat after me. I agree to make the following commitments of folk prelims, and I seek the divine shelter and blessings of Srila Prabhupada. I shall chant minimum 2 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day. I shall read completely Srila Prabhupada's books, Raja Vidya, the King of Knowledge, and the Perfection of Yoga. I shall attend at least 2 folk sessions in the temple every month. I shall render at least 8 hours of practical devotional service in the temple. I shall render at least 8 hours of book distribution service. I shall attend at least 2 Mangalaratis in the temple. I shall listen to at least 4 lectures of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. So request all the prelims members, devotees to come, join the line. And meanwhile, we shall continue to chant
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Everyone
Hare
chant
Hare,
loudly.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I now request the folk enhanced devotees to kindly rise. Please take out your commitment slips and repeat after me. I agree to make the following commitments of folk enhanced to Srila Prabhupada during the next 6 months. I seek the divine shelter and blessings of Srila Prabhupada. I shall chant minimum 4 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day. I shall read Srila Prabhupada's book, The Science of Self-Realization, completely. I shall accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I shall attend at least 2 folk sessions every month in the temple. I shall render at least 12 hours of practical devotional service in the temple. I shall render at least 12 hours of book distribution service. I shall attend at least 3 Mangalaratis in the temple. I shall listen to at least 8 lectures of Srila Prabhupada. I shall try my best to follow the regulative principle of avoiding non-vegetarian food. Srila Prabhupada ki. Request all the devotees to come here. Please carry the slip with you and ensure you have filled the details on the flip side.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
I now request the folk graduate devotees to kindly rise. Folk graduate, please repeat after me. I agree to make the following commitments of folk graduate level for the next 6 months. I seek the divine shelter and blessings of Srila Prabhupada. I shall chant minimum 8 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. I shall read completely Srila Prabhupada's book, Bhagavad Gita as it is, from introduction to chapter 9. I shall attend at least 2 folk sessions every month. I shall render at least 16 hours of practical devotional service in the temple. I shall render at least 16 hours of book distribution service. I shall attend at least 6 Mangalartis in the temple. I shall listen to at least 10 lectures by Srila Prabhupada. I shall accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I shall try my best to avoid eating food containing onion and garlic. I shall observe fasting from grains on Ekadashi days. I shall rise early in the morning and chant my rounds every day. I shall try to contribute regularly to the temple as per my means. Srila Prabhupada ki. Request all of you to please come over to the stage. All the folk advanced devotees, kindly stand up. Folk advanced. Please repeat. I agree to make the following commitments of folk advanced level during the next 6 months. I seek the divine shelter and blessings of Srila Prabhupada. I shall chant minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day. I shall read completely Srila Prabhupada's book, Bhagavad Gita as it is, from chapter 10 to chapter 18. I shall attend at least 3 folk sessions every month in the temple. I shall render at least 20 hours of practical devotional service in the temple. I shall render at least 20 hours of book distribution service. I shall attend at least 6 Mangala Aratis in the temple. I shall listen to at least 12 lectures of Srila Prabhupada. I shall accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I shall avoid all intoxicants, including coffee and tea. I shall observe the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I shall observe fasting on Ekadashi days and on special days. I shall rise early in the morning and chant my rounds every day. I shall do a simple morning sadhana program daily. Sing Guru Vashtaka, Guru Vandana, and water Tulsi plant. I shall try to contribute regularly to the temple as per my means. Srila Prabhupada ki. So request all the folk advanced devotees to come here onto the stage.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare